Ladies and gentlefish, welcome back to the DisClaymer podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clay. This is my podcast. Welcome to it. Hey, if you're new, make sure you drop a subscribe. Hey, if you're new or old, okay, think about it for a second. Just think about it for a second. Drop a like, huh? Think about it. Whether you're new or old or medium, huh? Drop a like. Doesn't matter what you are. Just drop a like. Hey, just throwing it out there. All right. It's Wednesday, my dudes. What? Wait, no. It's Tuesday. Frick. It's Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday today. But hey, tomorrow is Wednesday, and that's probably when this podcast will come out. So, but I don't know why today felt like, dude, Tuesdays are so weird. I don't know why today felt like Wednesday though, but Tuesdays are like the day you just kind of forget. I honestly kind of forget about Tuesdays. Like Tuesdays are nothing. You know, Monday is like, oh, the first day of the week. Tuesday, what is Tuesday? Wednesday, hump day. Obviously, getting over the hump. Thursday's like, oh, it's one day from Friday. And then Friday's like, oh, Friday. And then it's like, oh, it's the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then it's like Tuesday. What the heck? We should just get rid of Tuesday because Tuesday's kind of pointless. Let's be honest here. Tuesday's kind of pointless. Is there a reason for it? Why is it? I don't even know. We should have. A 6-day week. That's fine. Okay. 6-day week. Call it quits from there. Tuesday, get out of here. All right, get him out of here. We don't need Tuesdays. So what's going on, my dude? Since sorry, I've been kind of slacking lately. Getting kind of used to the online grind again, and kind of forgot I had a podcast. I didn't forget, but like time just flies by so fast. It's already been like a week and a half since my last podcast. And that one's on me, guys, okay? Hey, listen. You know I like to point a lot of fingers, okay? I like to point a lot of fingers at a lot of people. This one's on me, all right? You see it? Look what I did here. Boom! This one's on me, guys, okay? Skadoosh! This one's on me. But no, I've been, you know, just getting back into the groove. I've been streaming again on Twitch. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, link is down below. Streaming again on Twitch. Daily, like Monday through Friday. Okay, that's my goal, Monday through Friday. And I'm trying to do some like lengthy Twitch streams. You know, just like I said, getting back seasoned into that online grind. And I'm doing some YouTube streams as well on my main channel. Once again, links down below. And I also got my podcast. I'm also got videos coming out too. I got a couple videos coming on my main channel. If you haven't gone, check them out. I got my vlog, my recovery vlog coming out, and I know, you know, I've been saying this for about 2 weeks now. Like, oh, I got this recovery vlog coming out, guys. It's coming out. Finally, it's done. It will be released tomorrow. Okay, on my main channel, just at the same time that this should be getting released. So, we'll see. Yeah, it should be. This will probably be released earlier than when I released the video, when I released the vlog. So I got that coming out, and it'll just be covering my recovery from, you know, my tonsillectomy, and just take it through the progression. But really, it's just me, like, kind of talking, but just with cool edits and stuff. And then hopefully on Saturday, I'll probably release my Fortnite music video. And, you know, for those of you who've seen my Fortnite music videos, this one's a little bit spicier, okay? Because this one's it's not really a diss track, but it's making fun of certain kinds of Fortnite streamers who are just really, I don't know. I can't be the only one who. I don't want to spoil it. Listen, I don't want to spoil what it's gonna be about, but the kind of people who are just really who take advantage of children, basically, is what I'm. They basically take advantage of children, and some of them actually are children, but they take advantage of kids, ignorant children. And it's not really a diss track because I don't specifically call anybody out, but I just kind of want to try to like make fun of them, you know, like just take a little jab at these particular kinds of streamers. So I got a couple videos coming out, and I also got this podcast too. And honestly, I've been saying this. Well, I've been thinking this. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but like I really want to do a daily podcast. I really do, but I don't think it's just not real. Anytime I say to myself, all right, I want to do this I want to do this daily. But podcasting is one thing that I feel like I definitely could do daily. I feel like I definitely could do it, but it's just not realistic. I remember when I wanted to do vlogs daily on my main YouTube channel, and That lasted for about 5 days, like legitimately 5 days. And then I was like, all right, I'll make a weekly update video. And then and then and then I stopped doing that. And even before this summer, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a podcast a week and a weekly vlog. And I had to give up on that because like I don't have anything. Well, now I kind of do. I do kind of sort of get out now. Nowadays, I do kind of sort of get out and go outside and go do stuff, but it's just weird to carry a camera around with me and all the time. And, you know, certain people don't like to be on camera. So that's one thing that sucks. I wish I had somebody like, is anybody living in Northern Illinois that would like to, this could be me, like just trying to get somebody to like do vlogs with me. Hey, would anybody be interested, anyone out there be interested in like, you know, doing vlogs with me weekly? All right, and they're not afraid to bring the energy in public, please. Like they're not afraid. Like you cannot be like some people are just scared to speak in public. Like so, for example, like when we're vlogging and there's like a lot of people around, like in the city, and I hold out my camera, we're talking in front of the camera, and people are like maybe looking at you. Like you can't be scared of that. Okay, that's one thing about vlogging that I've kind of gotten used to. Well, I can do now. I used to not be able to do, but like the camera, having such a big camera and having such like professional, right, in quotes, not really that professional, but like professional looking equipment, it kind of gives you more confidence, you know, but I'm not big enough yet to have confidence to be like, oh, I'm important. I'm an important person. I'm not big enough there yet. And I explain that in one of my weekly vlogs too, I believe. But eventually, all right, if I start to grow more and more, then I would be able to. But I'm not talking like you can't be afraid to do stuff like freaking burn a car. Okay, like you don't like pulling public pranks, all that kind of stuff, like public shenanigans. You don't have to do that. All right, just don't be afraid to talk, you know, and don't be afraid of the camera. So if you're living in Northern Illinois and if you meet the criteria and you're free weekly, hey, hit me up, dude. Hit me up. But you know what else sucks is that, first of all, winter's coming. Second of all, everything costs money, dude. Everything that you want to do, it costs money. And obviously, I don't spend much money. I mean, come on. Look at this. I mean, I've had this shirt for like 4 to 5 years now. Okay? I wear the same 5 shirts in every video. I mean, I have more clothes than that, but I mean, these shorts that I'm wearing are new, right? I don't want to like show like they're white, like these white shorts. They're like tennis shorts. They're really cool. These are new. But I haven't really bought any shirts or any like different clothes. I guess I don't have too much comfort clothes. How do you say that? Too many comfort clothing. Too much comfort clothing. That makes sense right there. But you know, we could always go like for free stuff to do for vlogs. Hiking is always fun to do. I don't really like I wish I could travel, but traveling costs way too much money. I really want to travel I want to move to the south, so that way it's like nice weather year round, and that way I can go outside and do stuff all the time, weekly. So when it comes wintertime, I don't go outside, man. I just don't like the cold. I hate the cold. It's just when you step outside and you're automatically like frozen. Your hair automatically it freezes off your body. That's the worst, and I don't want to deal with it. So I just stay inside, and you know, honestly, this winter probably stream a lot. Like I said, Monday through Friday on Twitch. Okay, and check me out and watch out for YouTube streams too. Okay, but if you're one of those people, if you're living in Northern Illinois and you want to do vlogs like weekly, even if you want to be like a camera person, I'll take a camera person too. That would make me look even more professional. If you want to, but here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. You got to be willing to do it for free, because here's the deal. It has to be for fun. Like, off the bat, it has to be for fun. And we have to have good team chemistry. It's all about good team chemistry. All right, you know what the title of this podcast is? The title of this podcast is looking for a cameraman. That is the title of this podcast. I wasn't sure what this podcast is going to be about, but you know what? I just discovered it. Sometimes when I start a podcast, I just tell myself to go. I say, hey, go. I'm like, should I make it about news? Should I look up what's trending right now? Sometimes I just gotta tell myself, hey, just go. You know, Like today, I was like, I haven't done a podcast in a week and a half. Clay, just go. All right? Just do it. Just go. And I think I figured it out, guys. So essentially, I'm looking for a cameraman or a camera woman who would be willing to follow me around with a camera, vlogging. And if initially we do it for fun. Maybe if we start to grow, like we can go and like my dream. I think my dream in my heart, my dream is to become a travel vlogger. Of course, I want to become a big streamer too, like a big streamer, and do that for like honestly, do like streaming for 3 weeks, and then the next after 3 weeks of streaming, go on a vacation for a week, and then 3 weeks of streaming. So just keep going on and off like that, because I feel like travel vlogging would be definitely something that I'm into. I don't know what it is about vlogging, but it's so much fun to go and experience stuff, and you get a flavor of my personality. You get to see cool edits, you get to see beautiful places. I think travel vlogging that's the goal for me right there. But obviously you need money to do stuff. And what sucks is like any job that you want to get. So any job that I would get right now, they want you to work Monday through Friday, and you only get like 2 or 3 weeks vacation. And as far as I'm concerned, being a travel vlogger, you can't just 3 weeks, 3 weeks of vacation, and 1 week one of those weeks probably dedicated like family, doing something with family. So that leaves you with 2 weeks. So that's like 2 vlogs a year right there of traveling. I don't think that's viable. So that's why I'm hoping like streaming would work out. I just have so many dreams, guys, so many dreams, and will it work out? You never know, dude. I'm kind of looking into going back to school right now too, to get my bachelor's. I really want to get my bachelor's degree just as a backup, just in case that, this doesn't end up panning out, because obviously over time with YouTube and streaming, all that stuff, you got to grow. It takes time to grow. You can't just happen in an instant. You know what I'm saying? It can't just suddenly happen. You have to. It takes a time. It takes some time to, grow your platform, and sometimes it takes longer than people want it to take. But that's life. Welcome to reality, dude. Welcome to reality. But what was I saying again about? What was I saying before I talked about school? Oh my gosh. See, now my brain just goes ADD. It's like, just already forgot what I was talking about. Already forgot. Something about travel vlogging. That's my dream job, though. To essentially wrap it up, that's my dream job, you guys. That's my dream job. And so streaming and vlogging, and then maybe have my own clothing line too. I sometimes want to make my own clothes. But I don't know if it's gonna work out. I really don't know. It's all up in the air. But at least my journey's being done, like my quote unquote journey. Do you know what I'm saying? My quote unquote journey. Because maybe I'll never get famous. But if I did get famous, it'd be kind of cool to look back at all this and remember the times. Remember my struggles, recall what I went through, things I had to deal with, on the journey, in quotes. I just hate cliched stuff like the journey, or I know I say it sometimes. I'll say I'm on my grind, but I say that in almost sarcastically, gotta get back on my grind, dude. I don't know, that cliched stuff. I hate that stuff. I would never say that seriously. Maybe I've said it seriously one time. But other than that, though, and honestly, to get more cliched, we're all on a journey, okay? Now, let's experience our journeys together as one. You know what I'm saying, guys? We're all on a journey to somewhere, and we all have different destinations. Let's just hope that we all end up where we want to be. You know what I'm saying, guys? And sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to work out, or maybe you took a different path than you thought you would, but you still ended up in the same place you wanted to be. Sometimes, like, so maybe this isn't it for me, right? But then maybe one day I still end up where I want to be, on top of YouTube, on top of Twitch, taking over all kinds of platforms, on top of Mixer, dude. I did a couple of streams on Mixer, by the way, too. Mixer's okay. It's just like the most important thing about Mixer is it needs an audience. Like, you need to have people watching on Mixer. I don't know if there's enough people to be watching on Mixer. Side note. Anyways, but what's it gonna be like for me? What's it gonna be like? I've also thought about this, working for a few years, getting a good job, working for a few years, then quitting and spending like a year traveling, and maybe that's how I start my travel vlogs. Start doing travel vlogs. I thought about that, but if I do working for a few years and like barely any YouTube, barely any streaming, just working my butt off, always busy, because then I've work, I have family, all that good stuff. I have church music to do, and then like maybe I'd be able to stream once a week and do a YouTube video once a week, and then podcasting once a week too. I feel like and trying to and exercising too. That's just, I'd have to drop some priorities there. You know what I'm saying, guys? So my online presence would suffer just like it has been since I had my surgery, or I guess even before that when I got sick in July. So I don't want to. I don't want to slow down. Does that make sense? Like when I had to get surgery, I hated having to slow down. I hate slowing down and not doing, cuz like I know what I have to do to get to where I want to be. It's just about doing it. But even then though, like YouTube and Twitch, it's just not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. So even if I streamed and did videos for 3 years, it's not guaranteed that I'd make it. I'd have a better shot if I was doing it for 3 years straight, just constantly, working my butt off. But it's like, it's not, I don't know, it's not as, when nothing comes of it. So for example, like when I was when I was really, really small, like it's like 100 subscribers, and I'd post a video and 5 people would watch it and that's it. That's it's hard. It was just hard to keep. I barely saw any growth. It's just hard to keep going when it's not really that rewarding. It wasn't as rewarding as it could have been. And that's kind of also on my fault because I was so ignorant about YouTube and how like the algorithm works and how audiences work basically. So that one's kind of on my that one's on me right there, So, but what was I saying again? This is the second time that I just lost my train of thought. It wasn't as rewarding, and if you're not growing, and I've talked about this, if you're not growing, it's, of course you want to do videos for fun, but when you're not succeeding, quote unquote, when it's not going as planned, it does take a toll. It does take a toll on you. So, but it just makes me nervous about the future, and that's why I'm thinking about going back to school just to be safe and have a plan B just in case. And like I don't want to be living here. I don't want to be living here when I'm like 30 years old. Okay? That's not what needs to happen. I just hope I get lucky, really. I just have to hope I get lucky soon. In the next couple years. So I can really start to actually do what I want to do, because this, of course, I'm kind of doing what I want to do, podcasting, streaming, and YouTube videos. But this, though, like, it's not as big as I want to. I'm not going as big as I could be. Does that make sense? I'm not going as, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, I have bigger plans than just this. Does that make sense? I want to take that next step. But to get to that next step, it takes a lot of work. So, I feel like I've talked about this before, too. Did I talk about this on my first podcast with you guys? I might have. About just the future. I know at some point I talked about the future. And maybe I worded things a little bit differently back then, but it's all kind of remains the same, you know. How did I even get here? How did I even start talking about this? Just about my future. Hey, guys, once again, guys, I'm just looking for a cameraman or a camera woman. Okay, guys, just looking for a cameraman or a camera woman out there who does it. It's got to be for free. Like I said, it's got to be for free. And then if we start making money off of it, then, and speaking of making money too, freaking YouTube, bro. YouTube. What was the ad revenue like before the adpocalypse, like before 2016? Because nowadays, I mean, ad revenue is so it's really on YouTube specifically, it's very minimal. You know, like I can't imagine. There's a reason why people like even big YouTubers have to start alternate like businesses, like have to release their own clothing line or get a Patreon and stuff like that, because like even someone with millions of subscribers, they're not really making that much money off of I mean, they're making money, but like not as much as I feel like people might think. Does that make sense? Maybe not as much as people might think. And I get that over time, the more videos released, then the more ad revenue that's going to compile daily, like because the more views you're going to get daily and all that stuff, as long as your videos keep on getting recommended and stuff. But it's really just not, I don't think it's not that great. Not that great. And I'm curious to know what Twitch ad revenue, how Twitch ad revenue compares to YouTube ad revenue. But the problem with Twitch is you have to be a partner. So you have to have a check mark to actually get ad revenue. But I'm curious to know, like, because I know how many views I get on Twitch. I used to, like, so yesterday I got like 300 views on a stream. When I do customs, if I actually did like custom scrims, I could probably get, depending on the day, I could probably get like 1,000 views. But I'd just be curious to see, like, because I know how much money I make off of 1,000 views from YouTube. I'd be curious to see how much money you can make off of Twitch and how much they offer to creators for their ads, for running ads. You know what I'm saying? I'd be curious to know, because part of me wants to push to be a partner on Twitch and like actually start like giving it a shot, but part of me doesn't want to be a partner on Twitch because then I have to solely stream on Twitch. So maybe stick to YouTube, like because I want to do a couple of YouTube streams, but if I'm a partner on Twitch, I can't do YouTube, you know. But I feel like I'd be missing out on stuff on YouTube if I'm not streaming a little bit on YouTube, because that's how I kind of got subscribers on YouTube, was by streaming on YouTube. So you know, do I want to be a partner on Twitch? Great question. It's not a possibility yet, but I feel like if I continued for a year of streaming on Twitch, eventually it would become a possibility. The key with Twitch, though, is consistency and quantity. Actually, even on YouTube, it's about consistency and quantity, because with streaming, it's kind of annoying with streaming, though, but streaming, what's rewarded is quantity over quality. So what that means, and I don't know if I've talked about this before, but what that means is basically the longer you stream, the more likely you're going to get recommended on both platforms. The longer you stream, the more you're going to be rewarded for. And it really doesn't matter about how entertaining you are. It doesn't. It just, what matters is the quantity, how long you've been streaming. And obviously maybe there's some other factors too, like on YouTube, liking the stream and how active your chat is. You know, but for me, that's just really annoying. You know, that's just really, so if I do a 2-hour YouTube stream versus somebody who does a 10-hour YouTube stream, and my 2-hour, let's say my 2-hour YouTube stream, I am busting my butt. I'm staying active. I'm trying to be as entertaining as possible, keeping up with the chat, all this blah, blah, blah for 2 hours straight. The person who's streaming for 10 hours, I mean, let's say, okay, person who's streaming for 10 hours, so boring, nothing, just staring at a screen, barely interacts with chat, all that, whatever, The person who streamed for 10 hours is way more likely to get recommended than someone who would be streaming for 2 hours and, like, making sure the quality of their stream is as best as it can possibly be, versus having someone has a high quantity of hours It's all about streaming hours. It's not about being entertaining. It's about hours. How many hours did you put into streaming today? And I hate that. I resent that about streaming, is that it's all about how many hours you put in. Because even on Twitch they talk about like, oh, Ninja's only streaming this many hours. Ninja only streamed this many hours per month, or Ninja only did this, or whatever, or whoever. Like, they didn't put that many hours into streaming. But it's like, it really shouldn't be about hours. It should be about entertainment. It's about the entertainment value. But maybe that's just me completely, maybe it's just my ignorance about streaming. Maybe that's just my ignorance about streaming, about what streaming actually is and what people are actually looking for in streaming. Because, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, to me it would always just seem unfair that someone who streams longer, but I get it, that the person that streams longer, quote unquote, is working harder, quote unquote, hashtag grinding. Am I right, guys? Hashtag good vibes only. But I think that's just stupid. I feel like it should just be evenly, it's just like, if you're entertaining, you should be the one who's recommended. That's as simple as I can put it. But obviously the ones who are streaming longer are exposed to more people, and they might get more likes. They've been streaming longer, so then the algorithm boosts them up or something. I don't know. But something feels wrong about it, and that's what makes me resent it a little bit. And same, like with videos, it's different though. With videos, it's more so about how you play the algorithm and just giving time for people to come watch your video, basically. And you can try to share your video as much as possible. Not to say you can't share your stream as much as possible, but videos, you work hard on a video, generally you'll be rewarded for it through the algorithm, as long as you know how to play it. And I guess with videos, there's people who've only worked on, like, their YouTube videos take like 30 minutes to work on, while some people YouTube videos take like hours, like, or maybe a couple days to work on, So I guess like the quality of video, but high quality videos get recommended. I mean, if it's not so much about quantity, like the longer the video doesn't change how the algorithm treats it. It's like, if you have 2 5-minute videos and one's poorly made and one's high quality, the one that's high quality is obviously going to be recommended, So with video, it's not as much of a problem, but with streaming, at least with video, it's not as much of a problem as I've noticed. Maybe it is a problem. Maybe I'm just ignorant. But with streaming, I noticed that in the streaming, the kids who are streaming longer generally are the ones who are getting recommended, no matter how hard they get. Like, so for example, me, I try to stay active. Am I active? I don't know. I try to stay active. I'm yelling. My voice is almost always sore after a stream, because I want to be entertaining. I want to entertain people. I want to, attract an audience, I guess, and have fun too. I want to have fun, but I also want to be rewarded for hard work, and sometimes I just feel like streaming's just not. I don't know. What am I talking? What am I even talking about anymore? What did I even talk about this entire podcast? I don't even know. Did anybody listen to this podcast? Did anybody even listen all the way through? If you listen to this all the way through, I don't know how you just did that. I just rambled for seriously 29 minutes. I don't know how. If you listen to this all the way through, type ramble in the comments, and I'll know you're a real one if you did. But because this podcast didn't really. This podcast is more of me just, I don't know. What did I even talk about? Guys, I think I'm going crazy. Talking about YouTube and Twitch and the future. It's very obvious. Maybe not. Maybe it's not obvious, but I'm very concerned about the future. Very, very concerned about my future. And it might be a character flaw to worry too much, but I try not to show it. But I do get stressed sometimes about where I'm going to be in a couple years, because the future's up in the air. But we're going to keep on working at it, guys. All right, my dudes, thank you for listening. Make sure you drop a like and a sub. I'll be back soon, hopefully, with another podcast episode. Hopefully this time I'll have an agenda, or next time I'll have an agenda, because I didn't really think about this. I just kind of went for it. So Take it easy. Love, peace, chicken grease, and I'll see you guys next time. Get out of here.